Finally, I got all the set from the Lego Animal Crossing theme. So this is the Isabelle's house visit. It took a while for it to arrive. So tonight I'm gonna build this, and hopefully I can finish building in the next hour or so, because it's already like 11:30 and I still need to drive to work. It was a little bit busy sorting out some of the music on my iPhone. Yeah, I still use iPhone to listen to music. Not signing up to Apple Music, because I have enough streaming service, and there's a cost of living crisis. I don't want to sign up more service so I can afford more of these, right? So this is Isabelle's house visit with obviously the other iconic character from the Animal Crossing game, Isabelle. So it's not that many bags, but I do feel this set gonna be very similar to the Newt's Cranny, because Newt's Cranny got Rosie's house. Apart from the entrance and the roof, like the overall construct is very similar. So I do have a feeling that I wouldn't get the same freshness in building this set. So we'll see how it goes. And with all the other, just like other Lego Animal Crossing sets, so this set doesn't have any stickers, which is good. And we start from building Isabelle. So there's 6 bags, but I don't think this bag should count as one, because just the number of bricks inside is such small bags. Especially with recent sets, it's very inconsistent in terms of how many bricks in per number. But anyway, I'm fine with that, as long as I get cool minifigures and cool parts, and that's the main thing. But one thing quite interesting is Tom Nook. He's wearing the summer attire, but Isabelle is wearing the winter attire. So pretty much we'll get the same characters with different outfit in the future. That's my prediction, not that from any leaks or I have information, because I wouldn't have those information. Um, so here Isabelle, she normally don't have the flowers, so might just take it off. And she's very cute, very nice mini figure. I don't mind getting an extra one, and having all the other set kind of you can combine together with a bigger island. So it's actually quite interesting, to be honest. And can't wait, because after building this set I have the full wave, so that including the poly bag. So yeah, so maybe after this, instead of making like build video, maybe you can spend the night just to customize them, maybe do a ranking. If you're interested, do let me know in the comment section, or leave a comment on what you like to see. We'll try my best to accommodate. Obviously, there's some difficulties on making everyone's dreams come true. And then we've got a pumpkin here, so we've got another pumpkin garden. That's pretty cool. I wonder if Lego in the future will release some of the tools, but with a the gold color. Given in the game you have once you complete a number of missions, and then get the gold version of the tool, which is still bricks, but has much higher durability. And then I just make a mistake on such a small build. So I think we're building the DIY bench. So in other earlier sets, we have the more simple DIY benches with the tree trunk. I think this is just a proper DIY bench, which is good. It's like pretty, cool little build, like using the common techniques that you use for, creating drawing and stuff. So this is nothing particularly new, but it's just a really small build that recreate some of the elements within the game very well. And most importantly, the DIY recipe is printed. So I think if you buy the whole wave, then I think get maybe 3 of this. So I'm pretty sure you'll get more. I wonder if they're going to do the recipe of the food recipe, because with the most recent update of the game, you get the recipe for cooking. Uh, so that's something I do look forward to see. Like the theme itself, I think is selling pretty good. Like, well, obviously not selling out from most shop, but it's selling out from Lego.com and the Lego store. But of course, you can still get this with discount from your local retailers. There are lots of people, hey, complain about the build fairly simple. I'm fine with that. I think, given the target audience, which I mentioned multiple times in earlier Animal Crossing video, I think it's just about right. And with XM minifigure and some like really cool printed pieces, and if you're a fan of the game, it's a must-have. And a really nice DIY bench. Loving it. Like you can just put in any like modular buildings if you want. And, good to have. Another pumpkin garden, and you get the poly bags, and if most people will get it as a free gift, but in most shops they like Toys R Us and even the Lego store here, they well, because it's not Lego store managed by Lego. So in New Zealand and Australia, they are licensed to a third party. So it's a Lego certified store, and they do, usually they have the same campaign aligned, but with poly bags, they usually just sell on its own. So if you're in a situation where you can get the poly bags, highly recommend you get multiple of the Maples Pumpkin Garden, because you get more pieces to expand your island. And if you don't need that many Maples minifigure, you could just sell it to kind of get some of the cost back. So that's actually pretty good. And you can have like Super Mario sets, right? And then it's another good way to actually what's that? Get the element you want to expand the island. If you want to expand the island with the same style of element, and of course, you can always use the regular base plate, or if you want to you know um, make it more realistic, or unable to connect to any modular building, that you can. Who's this villager? I don't have this villager in the game. I haven't encountered her. It's Fauna. It's a really good, nice looking deer. It's a she, because it doesn't have the antlers. Of course, she has a bag. I think she has the mobile phone, but I think it might be in another bag. So let's just get her basket and her a sign, and then we can start building her house. Just need to figure out which way things are supposed to point to. I think this is the part where it's the back. So hopefully I I didn't look further into the instructions, so hopefully I got it right. Otherwise, it will just irritates me because of the alignment not necessarily correct. And there's some really cool element. I'm pretty sure I have seen this element in the other set, but just getting tired and burn out from lots of stuff. So memory ain't so good at times. But that's okay. At least at this particular moment, or the next 40 to 50 minutes, I'm having a good time. That's what's important, right? But yeah, probably afterwards, and the mood kind of drop back down, and that's why you know you you kind of use Lego as a way to make yourself happy. Because of when it's just fun. I think the most dangerous part is where you kind of utilize Lego to make you mentally feel better, which is a good thing. But if you're in a place where the stress is so strong, and you kind of get the joy from buying Lego and opening Lego, but it doesn't fix your actual problem, like it helps you temporarily, then you end up buying more and more and more, because it keeps you happy, right? I'm probably like at that stage. So it's like finish building a set. It's okay, but then um, you know, kind of like, oh yeah, another set kind of gives you. I mean, for finished set, I still appreciate and I still get joy from looking at it, right? But having something completely new and built from scratch, that's a different kind of joy, which I probably enjoy more. And you can say, oh, then you should start making your own creation. But making your own creation require planning and also the parts as well. So it's kind of the same. But yeah, maybe I should consider what's that? Buy some drawers and things to organize all my set and deconstruct some of the set that I don't even look at. The set like that, it's not like I don't like it. It's just like, for example, some of the spaceships or some of the set that I bought purely for minifigures. Then because some of them are quite simple, I don't necessarily play with it. Like even I don't get the same fun as a kid, right? Because that's the difference between a adult fan of Lego and a kid. So you as an adult, you can still play with it, but the way that you play may be different. So some of the set is not necessarily you get the joy from playing it. So yeah, those are the things that I may or I should consider deconstructing, so I get the parts I need and start building my own creation. So far, the house, or the basic thing is quite similar to Rosie's house from the new Scranny set. And yeah, I think if you buy this first, this particular moment will be way, way, way more interesting compared to. I mean, you're gonna have. How should I put it? Maybe this should be the first set that you buy, because even you buy and build this set first, you still get some surprise from building Nook's Cranny, but less surprise in building Rosie's house. But you buy that, or if you start building, you can buy the set in whatever order. But if you start building with a Nook's Cranny first, and because you build Rosie's house, then this one is like yeah similar. You don't get that freshness when you start building this. So although there's some really cool unique element like the DIY bench, but it's just because this set is just mainly the house, it has less impact, um, which for example, if you do a review, it's very hard to not having a if you build the other set, then because you want to tell what you think in a genuine way. You're not necessarily criticizing the set, but then the building experience is hampered by, you know, the depending on which set you buy first, right? But anyway, I do feel I would do a ranking video of this, but I haven't figured out um, what is the best style. Do I do this style, like just try to kind of fully customize my own island with all the sets, and then do the ranking, or do I just rather than in this style, but be more heavily edited way of doing the ranking? So I'm not sure. I probably prefer this way, like having it customized, and which I still have to take the camera out just to make some uh, closer shots on highlighting why the ranking is the ranking that I decide. But we'll see. So I haven't make any decision yet. Even that I still have maybe 1 2 set that I want to build, but those 2 set quite small. So I'm wondering if I need to do this speed build video, because what happened is, um, to be honest, making a review video, like if it's such a small set, you can finish under a minute, then you know there's just not much to talk about. But at the same time, I don't want to lose the opportunity to make content of a particular set. So making a speed build makes the video longer. Um, and believe it or not, usually the watch time, well, obviously the average watch time will be longer because your videos tend to be longer, but it also proved that, people don't just drop off, the correct audience will spend more time on watching the speed build because obviously seeing the Lego set being built is a lot more interesting than here is someone unknown talking about the set because who the hell care about my opinion if they're not a fan of not necessarily my contents but my personality, right? um and I don't have any unique personality nor trying to build a personality online. Well, I do try to build a personality of my channel but not trying to get myself to be known by everyone because that's not the point of the channel. But in in order for people actually care about what you talk like that, you need to have a presence. Right now, I think the very low proportion of, um, I guess, highly engaged subscribers. And I do get the views though, so people just watch, and yeah, I guess some of the conversations is not interesting enough. Because in order for you to drive a conversation, like it's not just about you talking or how well you talk, but you need to have a talking point that would trigger people. For example, if I make some really controversial comments, it will invite a lot of haters, but I don't want to risk that because even like the hosting company like YouTube and things are pretty sensitive nowadays and very like PC. And I don't want to be cancelled because I put in the time and effort for 5 years, and if suddenly just because of me trying to leave whether it's a good or whether it's a bad impression and try to trigger people and end up being cancelled, then it's not worth it. So when making channel like this as a hobby, just take it easy and do what you think that you feel happy about it rather than chasing the stuff that very hard to achieve, because you have to be very lucky in order to be the next YouTube sensation, and that's not the purpose of the channel. If I really want to targeting on being successful on YouTube, right, then um, I wouldn't do a niche like this. Like I wouldn't make video like this. There are lots of ways that could drive that. Having said that, I do want to build a local community about the way to enjoy Lego sets. It's not all about having big city layout. It's not about making biggest my own creation, and not everyone have the luxury to afford that many sets or the space all the time, right? Most people and now you just typically you enjoy certain things, you go by and that's it. Like you know I'm in a privileged situation where at some point I could afford my own house, and the house has a room for me to do my own thing, but I wouldn't call it like a Lego room having a Lego city layout. I do struggle to find space to you know get the shelves and have my set display. Um, but even I have the space where I try to have a big city layout, probably not. More like a shelf display. Ideally, glass cabinet, so I don't have to worry about dusting, right? Even though some of the vacuum and there are different techniques to help you dust your Lego, but it's actually a really exhausting exercise. It takes time, and it happens again. I try to connect the bricks and then it falls apart. It's happened so many times nowadays. Maybe I'm trying pushing it too hard. Um, but yeah, and then this is back to as expected. It's not like big set. Lots of number bags, but really nothing that is gonna take time, because overall the thing itself is quite simple. Sometimes simple is good. Like you don't need to have every set like a full-fledged modular buildings. Um, I mean, Lego nearly heading that way, because now every month you got like 2 or 3 big sets that's so expensive, and next month obviously the Dungeon and Dragon set. And talking about that set, so unfortunately once again the set already leaked online, and of course I've seen the leaks, right? I just, as long as I don't share the picture, then that's why I can talk about it. Um, yeah, it looking really nice, but at the same time, it's just disappointed that the castle is not a full castle. It's like open back like the Disney castle, but a little bit more depth. Um, but yeah, for me, I'm not D&D fan, just because I grew up. I guess I grew up in Hong Kong until 12 years old, and I immigrated to New Zealand. But you know, even I immigrate here, like D&D wasn't a thing that I play. I mostly play console games and Lego, and otherwise. At some point, I just don't play with toys and I start playing football and things. Um, so I never have that attachment, but I do want a set because it's a good looking set with cool minifigures and cool parts, right? So, but then it's going to be quite pricey. So we'll see. But I don't think it's going to retire, given that it's going to release soon, so it's not going to retire. So my priority is still the Rivendell and then the Ninjago city markets, and so on, just in sequence. But yeah, it's a lovely looking set. The things that can be improved, but that one, the gift with purchase with the monster chest, I'm fine. I don't really need that gift with purchase, so I can just leave the set to later, and hopefully, because given that it's a Lego idea set, it will appear in some local retailer at some point. So hopefully by then there's some nice discount, so you don't have to pay full price. And this is one thing that you really need to consider if you want to, reduce the cost but still buy Lego. Then don't buy on day one unless there's a gift with purchase that you really want. But sometimes you might get the gift with purchase in a decent price. Like it will have a premium no matter how cheap it is. But at least you're not going to what's this? I kind of sorry. Where we get the but yeah, unless you really need the set, just wait for it. You're gonna get a discount. So that's more important. I already mentioned like a while ago. It's like you can keep getting set 20% discount. Pretty much, you you buy 10 sets with 20% discount. You're pretty much going to get a pretty decent Lego set for free. Well, not necessarily free, but you could let's say if you have a budget of $100, then you probably have like $20 free to spend on Lego. So that's a lot, to be honest. Whether it's small set, that's something that you should really consider. Yeah. So never defeat by FOMO, and try to make the most sensible solution or decision to expand your Lego collection. So yeah, but yeah, really the key thing is don't just get things day one, because you're not going to get this count that much. If like double and triple VIP, you might not get the same level of discount as just going to the retail shop. But yeah, that will be the time where you know you should consider buying some exclusive set. But most of the time when those campings start, especially in Australia and New Zealand, but I, because we share the same warehouse, um, most of the time it's like the desirable sets are all sold out. So it's like, yeah, there's a double point, but unless um, you know, you get something really big that you don't really want, it's hard to get the threshold or the set that you want just sold out. Um, sometimes that happen, and I'll keep it with the squarish windows, because I like the color to be consistent. I mean, blue looks nice on this brine color, but it doesn't really fit, um, you know, the rest of the sets. I'll keep the blue aside, which you can exchange later. Like if this is the first time I build this set, this is gonna like a nice surprise. But I already built the other house, so I already know what's gonna happen. So that's less surprise, right? Anyway, I'm feeling really tired today, but given that this set is not that big, so I'm definitely trying to finish this tonight. Um, but first, I need to get a sip of water because I'm getting really thirsty. So we're building the roof. Here you can see the color, and the door is red, right? If the door is blue, then blue makes more sense. Just need to make sure that it's aligned to the way that I want. Otherwise, I get really irritated by it. But at this point, I don't think I need to worry too much, because as long as the other tiles are facing the right ways, then that's okay. So there are two more small sets. I haven't decided whether just to do a build video and do speed build, but I think I might do speed build. But after this, after those two sets, then I don't have any 2024 sets. I do have some other sets to build, so might just do another poll. If you have noticed some of my short form video or my Instagram reels, then you may notice that I recently bought the Viking Village. So that is, I wouldn't say it's a small set, but it's not massive big. I don't know. I'm actually quite keen to build that, but before that, I wanted to sort out some of the storage first, and then I think I just messed it up myself. It should be the other way around. Okay, okay. And there's no brick separator. When you most needed it and you don't have it. And it's well. Given that you don't see it, I'll just leave it that way. Because otherwise that's too much work, and it's quite late in the evening. Because I really don't want to spend tomorrow building this as well. So just need to try my best to get it done. Just two more bags to go, and already warn myself, just get it right. I mean, it's not like wrong. It's just me being too obsessive, which is not a good thing. Not a good thing. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit drowsy at the moment, so just bear with me if I suddenly stop talking. Just because my eyes are getting really heavy. Yeah, I might need to revisit you know, whether I want to film video every night, because especially nowadays the kids like they don't want to go to bed like before 9, so they now really go to bed just before 10. So by the time I can take a shower and get things sorted, it's already like nearly 10:30. So can't really do much. Even I keep the bill short or spread across multiple days, that still means that I don't go to bed until past midnight, and then the next day I need to get up just before 5 a.m. That's not enough sleep and not enough rest. It's actually pretty dangerous, to be honest. I think it's here. I don't know how I should do this. Is it this way? Anyway, but yeah, just need more rest. At some point, I think I will start having some issues, whether it's health, whether it's driving hazard or something like that. I really don't know, but maybe really need to sit down and consider. Uh, why do I need to upload everything? I don't know. Maybe I just try to find an excuse to um, build Lego daily. Is it a good thing for me? Yes. Is it a good thing for the rest of the family? Probably not. Like, work day, not around. I need to work. Um, just dinner, and then after that, work. Like, just you know, doing my own stuff and things. Yeah, it's good for my mental health, but you know, I can't do this all the time. Right? At some point, you know, children gets bigger and it requires more um effort. I don't know what's the right words for it, but as you know, like they're not yet independent, but they have more demand, and at the same time, it's not just about time. And right now I'm still able to have some financial freedom on how I spend my money, but at some point when they need to go to school, um, like not free like kindergarten, but you know, I mean, in general, education are free, but the uniform not free, equipment and all this stuff, right? Just if I can only barely survive, um, then there's a big problem. Because with all those costs going to be quite substantial, and we don't know what can I do about it all. Okay, so this roof is slightly different and quite interesting. Hmm. So this is how it connects to the view. Did I miss something? I don't. All right, we're moving on to bag number 5 now. Oops, this is bag 6. I got the wrong bag, so it's supposed to be 5. Okay, we do get the smartphone with the exact print that you see in the game here, so that's pretty cool. So we're building the interior. So after the interior, then we're gonna build the rest of the garden. So just need a little bit of water, and yeah, what do I need here? So first, we're gonna build some of the exterior texture on the entrance. Okay. How do I get it? I need to push it up a little bit. This technique I think is okay, but then I always struggle to, figure it out exactly where do I need to push the brick. Hopefully this is it. It's really hard to get it aligned. Anyway, we're gonna start the interior. So we've got another printed towel of KK's record. There are like hundreds of KK's record. I doubt Lego will have the full collections. If they do something like the Lego video, so they do a minifigure series, but each of them come with like random KK record tiles. That's gonna be crazy. and yeah, in order for you to collect them all, then you just have to buy more. Maybe I gave Lego a wrong idea. It's gonna hurt my wallet pretty badly. But yeah, that's just one way, and we're building a bed with the injection point to be hidden. Okay, so always struggle to get everything aligned, but that's part of the game. You have to endure all these challenges to finish, to be able to finish building it. So it's a really nice cover for the bed, but it's pretty time consuming to get this built. And it doesn't help when my eyes getting really dry. Okay. It's hard to get it perfectly aligned, but well, what can I do about it, right? Just have to do my best. And then we have the bed complete. Okay, I don't know how much more I can take. Just really tired right now. Okay, and then we've got the base of the bed. This pad is really small, really small, because you see, well, probably the camera not able to capture the bricks lined up, but it's really nothing much more there. And have a table to hold the phone, or no, not table, but what is it? We'll figure it out. Because right now I don't know what this is. I think it's just a dressing table or something like that. Well, life display, I'd love to have a little bit more of this, right? But then I have to buy second set, because this part not going to be available full brick unless there's a mistake. This license sets we don't license parts usually able to get from the brick. So actually it's a standing clock, something like this. Don't know what's the word to describe this. If you know, let me know in the comment section. That would be very helpful, so I don't have to go Google and figure it out. Okay, and then we've got another interesting plants. And sets the oven. Yep, we've got the tray and cookies and waffles. So always interesting how they use the mailbox piece to or the mailbox element to make it a oven. And then we've got a cooktop with a fry pan and then a vanity. It's interesting how they create the vanity. Is it a vanity or sink? It can be both. This well, given you got a stove, you got a cooktop, and probably a sink, and then we've got a table with some donuts and cookies. Okay, it's always nice to get pieces like this, and a few teacups. Having tea party there. Just two teacups, but you do get an extra from Lego. Why you get an extra? Well, they're just being generous. Okay, we have two chairs, and then a book which is empty. There's no print and no sticker. It's up to you or up to founder to decide what is supposed to be written there. So we've got all the furniture done, so it's up to me to how to rearrange it. I'll just make it okay. It's so hard to put that plant in. Okay. How should I do it? I think this one can be here. This can be like can be right. I don't know. It seems so difficult to because I can't see well. The light is blocking. I'll just leave this here for now and have the bed here just next to the window, and then the clock next to the bed. Yep, like this. And then the cooktop just yeah, I think I'll leave the table in the middle, and then the seats so hard to place because it's not easy to access some of the parts, and I feel like some of the furniture is too close to the entrance because the table is pretty big anyway. And where they put the founder needs a bigger house, seriously. Okay, we've got the sink, and then I'll just do this. I think it's easier for me to it's just too hard. I'm spending like 10 minutes here trying to fit the furniture. You know what? I'll move the clock next to the entrance and have this here. Is it the plant? Supposedly you can fit in between the studs, but I know it makes it really difficult just because I can't see the alignment. And yes, really crowded space. Well, what can do about it? I think if it's just one chair, then that's fine. But there's two chairs, so I really don't have enough space for it. So anyway, we're gonna finishing off the deal with the final practice some of the exterior or the garden. So that's not going to be much, not many things. You do need to build an apple tree, which is, if you have bought other sets, then you must have already here built one of those. So I'm gonna turn this around. It's a pretty nice house. We'll see what's gonna happen, and then we need to build three of these. Well, not three, but a bit of flower. Oh well, no, actually, it's three of the same flowers. So, uh-huh. So just get everything ready, and then we can finish building three flowers, three pots of flowers. Um, yeah, and yeah, I just I'm struggling right now to keep myself awake, but there's still a couple of things I need to sort out after this. So um, I'm definitely gonna have a tough day tomorrow because instead of just going to the office, I have some off-site training. It's gonna I'm gonna struggle to stay awake for sure. Um, but well, what can I do about it, right? Nothing. I can do nothing about it. So, well, the only thing I can do about it is, go to bed earlier. But it's already too late. It's already past midnight. And I'm still kind of here building. I should have started a little bit earlier, but then there were other stuff, just caught up. So yeah, maybe I should have just call it a day and take a rest today, right? Anyway, we've got the mailbox. Um, this one is not an oven, so it's not going to cook the mail. But yeah, and mailbox. I wish they have a little bit more variant in terms of mailbox. It's just traditional mailbox, and then we've got the plate to extend the set, the footprint of the set. The other thing I think one thing though is that the way these are connected is not easy to transport. So that's just one thing to watch out for, because when you move around, sometimes it just loses balance and the bricks go loose and it will fall apart. And then we've got another print of the digging the fossils. Or you can make a trap if you want, but this I have not one but two of the tree trunk, which is good. I think this part will be available from Pick a Brick when it becomes available, because I'm pretty sure this piece will be utilized in other Lego set rather than classified as a licensed set. And what's next? So we're now building the apple trees, so it shouldn't take that long, given that I already built a few trees. Um, yeah, I'm alright with the trees. I think at first glance, I already mentioned when I first built it. First glance, it's like, yeah, it's okay. But now looking at it, it's look pretty well in terms of recreating what you see in the game. Um, you know, although you can't really shake the tree and things out, but they have this mechanism for you to hide some of the branch or some other things that you might get from the trees. And I think they don't do the acorn print anymore. Oops, right? So this one does have a coin, not coin. Okay, just a few more pieces to go. Get the tree, and then we've got the floating balloon and the present, which you use this slingshot to shoot it down and make sure that you don't shoot it underneath any water area. Otherwise, your present will drop into water and then you lose your present. So, all right, got then you can find a way to hook the apple up. So you need to have this to represent some of the branches. And they don't have pear at the moment. So they have peach, they have cherry, they have orange, they have apple, they can do coconut, but I don't think there's a appropriate piece for the pear tree, but looking really nice here. And then on top is a clear piece to recreate the effect of the floating balloon, even though I think the present is a bit too big compared to the size of the minifigure. Otherwise, it's a pretty cool concept. But what's going to be inside the present though? Okay, it's hard to tell what it is. It's orange and okay, so it's a painting set. Got the color and also a paintbrush. So it's nothing rare. Hope founder won't be disappointed. Okay, let's get a present build. Sometimes right now it's really hard because it's all one by one piece, and I really struggle to stay awake. I don't know how I can manage to play games till 5 a.m. in the past. Well, distant past. That was like what was that 2008 or something like that. But yeah, I'm surprised how I managed to do that back then. Well, playing till 2:30 or 3 a.m. and the next thing I know is that I need to go to work. So how many? Like, and I have to get up like 5 again and stuff. So that was really crazy. Oops, I think I got the tree facing the wrong way. Now I got to fix. Oops. What's next? Next is the entrance. Now, people already point out the entrance and some bricks doesn't align that well. So I think, I don't think you can do much about it unless you modify the build substantially. And that's it. We have finished Isabelle's house visit. I think it's a set looks pretty good. Let me just put things here. Let me keep those, and then all the other one can go into the spare piece. But here we are. We've got the set view and looking really nice. Just get it correct. Okay, so oh, I forgot to connect this, but hey, maybe I could just do this and then DIY bench. Spare parts, yeah, here looking really nice, and we're done for building the Isabelle house visit. And I really need to go take some rest, and hopefully we'll do the in-depth review tomorrow, and we'll see you next time.